So he already had a girlfriend, but she lived in Korea, and so I was the mistress. But I wouldn't know that because
she was a side chick.
Oh no!
She's in Korea, you know what I mean? But then I found out.
Welcome back to another amazing episode of Careful Boys. Today we have with us some Nectar Hard Seltzer, brought to you by
UTI boys and girl.
Hey,
and one girl.
go check out their channel.
Under the influencer.
Under the influencer.
That's what we have to make our name on Snapchat because they wouldn't allow under the influence. Really? So we just added the R at the end. Yeah. It's so corny. I hate it. On Snapchat.
What about on Spotify and stuff?
Everywhere else it's fine. Snapchat specifically wouldn't allow something that like promotes drug or alcohol use.
Isn't that ironic?
Even though like
you just added an R and that was fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it made it a whole different word, under the influencer.
So we just discovered we were talking a lot about revenge.
Oh yeah.
Like specifically, like if something were to happen between like we were basically talking about Esther. If somebody grabbed her ass, would she want her man to defend her by beating this guy up? And we discovered that she has elite level empathy.
Very, very big empathy. And then it brought me up to a thing that Hannah told me. She goes, you know why girls like bad boys? And I was like, why? She goes, well, okay, so primal style, good boys will probably do everything legal to get you back if you got kidnapped or whatever. But what bad boys will do is they'll burn the world down to get you back. So she's like, then I feel more protected by a bad boy because they won't follow the rules to
They'll do whatever it takes.
They'll do whatever it takes. And then it was funny because Esther was like, actually, I disagree.
Yeah. Because, okay, so I'm kind of soft-hearted, but if you get me angry enough, I'll fucking go off, right? And I think that good boys, or, whatever, right? Good boys, they may be, like, soft and whatnot, too, but, if you push them hard enough and they really had to do something, they would do it. So, like, I'm saying that I don't want a man that's just like, like super angry and shit.
Well,
okay. Then I think we have a different definition of a good boy.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's the thing.
Because I don't think a good boy is capable of murder.
Yeah, I want a level-headed man because I think that if a guy just acts on aggression, then you're like a superhero that like just ruins a whole fucking town just to beat one enemy. You know what I mean? Like you're just aggressive.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
And I
agree
like that.
with
I'm just like,
I agree with Esther. I also like my men level-headed.
Yeah, exactly.
Heard that.
You're talking about more like impulsive.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's like a special ops guy, right? Like he's doing a mission, but he's not doing it like just out of like a terrorist or someone that's like a dictator who's gonna
collateral damage.
Right. But he's like got a mission and he's in danger.
Okay.
But he's controlled.
Yeah.
Yes,
I get it.
It's hotter when they're thinking and they're coming up with a plan. And I feel like when you guys were talking about, I like a good boy or a guy that's doing things by the law, I'm like, that's not a dumb thing. But why would you?
No, I agree. I think we had a different idea of what a good boy was. Yeah.
But their brainstorms isn't at all costs. Like if you have a bad boy brainstorming, they're like, maybe we have to break through the wall, or maybe I have to break in jail to get my girl out of jail, or whatever. I think a good boy brainstorming like, but there's a wall there. There's security guards over here. Oh, what do I do?
That boy.
Because I would argue that the image that you have of a good boy is actually a bad boy too.
Yeah. These are different things. You're thinking of like a man that has like his emotions under control. That could be a bad boy or a good boy. I see what I feel like. What she's trying to say is.
I want to say it's a dangerous man who has self-control. So a man who's capable of doing dangerous things, but they're like a martial artist, right? They can train. They're trained. They're like a fucking killing machine, but they don't go out and just because they're angry, they beat everybody.
Yeah,
up.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah. But I think a good boy, in my mind, isn't even capable of violence. Because it's like a nice boy. It's like someone who's like afraid and
will stand like just like
he would like a guy slaps your ass and he'll be like, you shouldn't do that.
Okay, yeah.
Like he'll try to dissolve everything with words because he's afraid of confrontation.
Okay, you're right.
Get mad at you?
Okay, you're right. Fuck that.
Yeah, because the level-headedness could be across both.
You're right.
So maybe the definition is not so good boy, bad boy. It's more like the idea of a bad boy is someone who's capable of dangerous things, and yeah, they have the aggression, but they don't use it all the time.
See, now that that's cleared, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I would want a bad boy.
But you also are a little bit of a unique perspective because your reflex was not to say, go get him, babe. It's like you are gonna do something about it yourself first, right?
Yeah. I'm a very strong, masculine woman.
Yeah.
So if you were like groped at the club or whatever, like you're like, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, I'll fucking do it. Yeah.
I've seen her beat grown men in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
And she does not work out ever.
Well, I was a wrestler in high school and a kickboxer. So
That means Gen Z is just weak, bro.
That's why, dude. The wrestlers are always tough.
Why'd you wrestle in high school? That's a weird sport to fuck. Huh?
it was like a joke thing. Cause like,
But didn't you do it 2 years?
I did for a year.
Oh, 1 year.
And like I was good at it, so I was just like, I'll keep going.
That was a joke.
I would never live it down if I lost a match to a
Yeah,
girl.
honestly.
And she was joking about it too.
No, the thing was, so
like high
my
school?
friends always knew I was strong, but then you know how when they announce it, like, oh, we have wrestling practice, come to the room, whatever, right? My friend was like, I bet you won't do it. I was like, why the fuck would I do that? You know? And he was like, oh, you know, I bet if you do this, blah blah blah. Like we just made a bet, right? And I was like, all right. And I went to the room. I was quite girly, you know, I was wearing a dress and I went there and then the teacher was like, cheerleading is that way. And I was like, no, I'm here for wrestling. And then like that kind of got me like, man.
You have no idea.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, all right. So then I stayed and then I actually showed up to the practice and he was like, oh, you're serious about this? And I was like, yeah. Every single time he would make remarks like that, because I'm very competitive. Back in the day, now I'm lazy as fuck. But back in the day, I was very competitive. So I was like, now I want to go and do my shit, right? And so I proved myself. And then I went to championships.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
You were winning matches.
Damn. Were you wrestling against chicks or other dudes?
Sometimes chicks, because I was 120 and there's like skinny boys. So I would have to wrestle boys and girls.
Damn it. And you're just washing these little scrubs.
Oh, you know what?
We probably would have wrestled. I was 120 in high school.
I was also 120. I was 126 in high
Damn,
school.
see, I'm telling you.
Skinny Asian boys, dude.
I'm not gonna lie,
I'm 120 now.
I'm stronger than all girls, but men, even at 120, they're stronger.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah,
It's
they're,
just testosterone. Yeah.
They may be skinny, but they're strong.
They're wiry.
But also, yeah, at 122, there's like 0 fat percentage on them, so it's like a very efficient body. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
they're fast too.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't fast. I was 120.
they're usually short. Sometimes like they're like 5'1" and still kind of jacked. Like I was like, so I'm like 5'8", and I'm like sometimes I'm wrestling some dude who's 5'2". I'm like, your arm is like the size of my waist.
Yeah.
And then they would just toss me around.
Yeah.
You wrestled all throughout high school?
I did 2 years, so I had to like go to like a criminal boarding school after juvie, and then when I finally got back to real life, it was like junior year, and then I was like, what am I good at? I don't have any skills because I was away, and then I was like, I liked fighting. I feel like wrestling could be similar, and it was just not similar at all because there's like hella rules. But it was like that made me get into like fitness and working out though, because I realized like that shit is hard as fuck.
I was telling him if I remember correctly, I think I lost a wrestling match to a girl in high school.
It was me.
So it's co-ed in high school?
It is co-ed. Wrestling's a co-ed sport.
But it's like, bro, when I was wrestling her, like I didn't know where to put my hands. Like I felt weird.
I had to wrestle a girl in high school too.
Oh, because you're in singlets and stuff.
So you never trained against a girl?
No.
That was the first time you ever had to do.
We went to a different school and I wrestled 2 matches that night, and one of them was with a girl. I felt mad weird.
I knew the power of women when I did judo as a young boy. And I was like, bro, I get tossed around like a little rag doll.
I kind of like it. Yeah.
So
Your friends fucked me up too.
So then on the flip side for all the guys, is it attractive for your girl to get mad at another girl that did something to you?
No, it's gotta be the same scenario. I got kidnapped and I need her to fucking burn the world down.
Yeah, I want that.
I mean, I dated nothing but ABGs and like feisty women growing up because I felt that was like, I like a girl that can handle themselves and not look for me to help them.
I like being the one to help the girl. Yeah. But I don't want. That doesn't mean I want a helpless woman. But like, I think the feistiness is attractive because it feels like you care so much that you're gonna fucking kill the woman that tries to.
What I like is the same attitude but channeled differently. So like in Game of Thrones, I like Cersei Lannister because she'll do whatever the fuck it takes to
Like
protect
fuck her
her
brother.
family.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she'll do anything like
Wait,
that.
who's that one? Is that the
She's the one that blew everybody up, the bald lady.
She's the
bald
fucking
lady?
Brother fucker.
She's the shame lady.
She's not the one that
She's
was
the
in
mom.
Terminator, right? The mom in Terminator.
Oh, the Sarah Connor?
She was the one.
No.
Is she not the one that was getting?
No, that's Daenerys.
Yeah, she's the one. Yeah, the one that got fucked in the tower.
Oh, the older lady.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, she's.
So I like her because she's not physically gonna be the ninja, but she'll make sure that
She knows what she
like
got.
She's like political.
The
smart.
determination.
yeah.
But she's evil though. I don't know if I want my chick doing all that, like blowing up a building.
Yeah, not evil, but that same like scorched earth mindset of like if I was in jail, she does whatever she can, but I still have the same attitude. I like.
Would you prefer Cersei as your wife, or what's the fucking Ned Stark's wife's name?
Oh, she was awesome too. I forgot her name.
Which
Ned Stark. Oh, you're talking about Catelyn Stark.
Yeah. So like, I feel like they're both like super motherly and protective of their families, but one's like objective good and one's like objective bad. So, which one? But I mean, one lasted longer and she has more. Actually, all her kids are dead.
Everybody lost their kids and
I like
everybody died.
Cat with
Spoiler alert.
Cersei's face.
I feel like Cat younger would probably still be bad.
I think what I liked about girls that seem like they can handle themselves is I know that I can't always be there.
Yeah.
So when they're
Peace of
all-
mind.
Yeah, I don't feel like, oh my God, where is she? You know, is she okay? She's alone. Versus like, oh, you guys are in danger. She's crazy. You know what I mean?
Wait, why'd you say that I was crazy when you want? When I said that I was possessive and you want a girl?
I don't want a girl that does that. No.
No, you said. Didn't he just say that he likes
No.
girls
I don't remember that at all.
that?
I don't think he said anything.
He said he likes the feisty.
Yeah. I think no. I was just more like analyzing why anyone would, or like why even I might find that attractive. But overall, like when it really comes down to it, in the flirting stages, I'm like, I like it when they're like, who's that other bitch? Oh, it was your other girlfriend, or like that type of shit.
But
But
it
then
could
the
get
Are you guys indirectly flirting?
what? No.
This guy?
Hell no.
They both look so disgusted, dude. Don't say that.
was rough.
You just had siblings flirt.
Yeah,
But
for real, man.
but fucking what the fuck was I saying?
It's fucked now, dude.
This is sis right here.
Is it like a damsel in distress thing you like?
No, because
But you said in the flirting stage.
Oh.
You like the energy.
in the flirting stage, it's cool and all, cause like, oh, you barely know me, you want me, and then like the second it starts to get further, that shit is annoying, like without fail every time. So like, I feel like I was always like, I end up dating girls that do that, cause I'm like, oh, this is cool right now, and then without fail every time, it's like, oh god.
Agreed.
Like,
I am annoying.
yeah, you're very annoying.
Honestly, I'm trying to stop. Thank you.
This is why Jeremy will never love you.
No, I deadass. I learned a lot on this podcast, and
She completely changes her personality.
and now I know that if you want to cheat, go cheat.
Wait, are you actually gonna change that part of your social media strategy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. But the key is you set up the trap so you know.
I'm not gonna go that far. But
Setting up the trap is wild.
I'm gonna let you do what you want to do.
Sending Jeremy profile.
Send a hooker.
I'm gonna let you do what you want to do. But the thing is, if you do it, then I'm gonna make you pay. Actual money.
Actual money.
Extort your ass.
You wanna allegedly tell that story or no?
Oh, allegedly. So my ex-boyfriend cheated on me, so I made him pay me $10,000
In reparation?
In
Alleged.
payments.
Literally.
in payments because he was poor.
But how do you do that? How do you
Even more impressive.
Well, so,
Allegedly.
okay, so actually, okay, let's be okay. I'll be honest. So
How did you
Allegedly.
allegedly
Yeah, how'd you
exploit
do
him or extort him?
She probably has so much dirt they dated.
no, I didn't. Okay, the only dirt. It was a pretty big dirt. So he already had a girlfriend, but she lived in Korea, and so I was the mistress. But I wouldn't know that because
She was a side chick.
Oh no.
she's in Korea. You know what I mean? But then I found out, and then I got all of her information in Korea, and I was just like, damn, I'm gonna tell her because as a woman, I want her to know that her man is cheating on her. You know what I mean?
Slay.
But
Unless you got paid for it.
But I thought about it. I was just like, I feel like, judging by like their exchanged messages, I'm like, she is obsessed with him, and they have family ties. And I'm thinking that if I tell her, I think that she may go back to him. So I was like, might as well benefit to this, you know, like benefit myself.
That's a good observation.
Yeah, so then I was like, you know what? If I tell her and she still goes back to him, I'm losing. And let's make this a winning profit.
Big business brain. That's
Great. That's wonderful. I think it's great.
Y'all, no, the audacity of him. So I said, you know what? Talk to her right now and tell her what you did, you know, and show her proof so like she knows what you did. And he was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I was like, well then I'm gonna tell her. And he was like, you don't know her information. I was like, yeah, I do. And then
sends her his her email.
I literally had all the information. And then he was just like, and then I was like, yeah, or give me money. And he was like, how much? And I said $10,000.
Oh, you started at 10K.
10K. And then motherfucker had the audacity to be like, I don't have that much money. What about 5K? I'm like,
He tried to bargain.
I was like, you really on my bed right now trying to bargain with me?
Did he have?
Should have been like 15.
Did you know his finances, like to know?
Yeah. He made like $60,000 a year. He was like a chef.
How did you pick 10K though? How do you come to that?
No, you know the thing is, I picked an absurd amount of money because I wanted him to tell her.
And then instead he decided
he was down to pay. He was down to pay, and then I just let that ride. You know,
I guess the money wasn't as absurd.
I should have been like 20K. You know, so I really wanted him to tell her.
Was there a document or something that will?
Yeah, we had a contract. I actually called my lawyer, who happens to be my friend. So he wrote like a fake ass contract.
Allegedly wrote the
fake ass contract. So like it.
But that'd be fine, no? If you signed it.
It made him.
It's more like mental thing. Like you sign something, it makes you feel like, literally like a random CPA that will not be named gave the advice of like, oh, like my boy's like business. He had to fire somebody that was just like being a piece of shit. And then he was like, listen, just make him sign this. And he's like, okay, bet. Gets him to sign it. He's like, what does this do? He goes, nothing. But he just signed a piece of paper, and now he thinks he's bound by some piece of paper, and it worked. Like the guy did nothing after he got fired.
I am so cheap. I would have told. I'd be like, I hope you forgive me. I had a side chick, and then I'm like, baby, they're gonna charge me 10K. How about this? I keep that 10K. We go on a cruise and we make this all better.
That's what I wanted him to do, because I was just like, fuck. I felt so bad for the girl. I really did, because I would have never done it if I knew that he had it.
Okay, let's get to the good part. What'd you do with the 10K?
Yeah. What'd you buy yourself?
Did you go to Knott's Berry Farm?
Bet it on black.
Go on the silver bullet.
I went gambling with it. Yeah.
Yep. And wait, wasn't it in like payment installments too?
It was payments, because he was so poor, dude. He paid me like $2,000 the first month, and then he paid me $1,000 every month or every other month. And then like for some reason the payment started slowing down, right? He missed the payment.
That as a thug.
So on the contract it says that if you don't pay the full amount, you have to give me your car. But then
What? You had stipulations too?
let's be real, I didn't want his car. He had a Genesis and it wasn't even paid off.
Ooh, Genesis, baby. Ooh.
So no, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad car. I'm not saying it's a bad car. I drive a Toyota Camry. I'm just saying that it wasn't even paid off, so why the fuck would I want it?
Like it was like a burden,
It was a burden, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so I was just like, damn, but I honestly wasn't even mad at him anymore. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I hope he learned this lesson.
Because this is like 9 months later with like $7,000
Passive income, dude. That's sweet.
So he had a date that he had should have been his last payment. So like I was just like by July or something like that. I have to read over the contract.
Wow.
But basically, yeah, it was like June or July-ish, right? And he was late. And he actually texted. Remember I told you he texted me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just said, "You're good."
Oh, no way.
She absolved him of his payments.
Yeah.
Cause
You're so nice.
I felt like, wow.
I wasn't mad after like 2 days. I wasn't mad.
You should have been like, oh, you know
New
what I'm saying?
scenario.
Korea, please.
What if he did this?
Hold on.
What if he goes, you know what? I'm actually in love with you. I'm gonna break up with her right now.
Hell no.
In front of you. And then he went speakerphone and he goes like, I know you're in Korea, but bye-bye.
No. I don't want anyone that. No, if you're doing that type of shit, yeah, you're scum.
I find it so weird that he didn't put a stipulation in the contract that says, in the case that you end up on a very famous podcast, you may never tell this story publicly. Because that's kind of like telling it.
He didn't write the contract.
He actually said like, don't talk about it, and I said why? That's not in our contract. That's not in the contract.
You signed the contract.
He did ask me for something though. He said that if I do give you the money, then your friends cannot harass me. Your like gang member friends cannot come to my house and like rob me.
The alleged.
Like he just literally.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Let me get a shout out. Let me get a shout out on IG.
Because he's met my friends.
They're scary.
No, they're nice. They're super nice. But you know what I mean? Like he.
But they're your friends. Yeah.
Yeah, and then-
They're nice to you. It's like a pit bull.
And we all know where he lives, so you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so he was just
We
like
know where he
just
lives is
taking
crazy.
precautions, right? He's just taking precautions. So that was part of the contract. So obviously, like, if my friend was to ever run into him, I told all my friends, and it was on the podcast. I was
They're just like, what if we didn't have that contract?
They run up on him like, oh.
But you guys,
He didn't pinky swear with them. He has to pinky swear and lock it in.
but you guys, it's a word, you know, like it's a word. I have to keep my word.
That's so
that's
funny.
You're an honorable thug. I love that. That's awesome.
Okay.
Honorable gangster.
She's literally a thug though.
No, but wouldn't you have done it if you could?
I side with you because he's been lying to you. He fucked it. You know, I think he should have paid more than that.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he's broke. $60K a year. What? $10K? Come on.
I don't think, dude, in LA.
And then you let him go with the last payment.
But I guess if
Shoot.
you're not mad at the end of it,
Yeah.
then it's like, okay.
You should have added interest for late payments and shit.
No, I was gonna.
Or like you see him at the club on the story, like,
I think
club
you
charge,
I think you
club
let him off easy. Yeah.
You think so? A lot of people thought I was crazy for that.
Well, I'm not normal.
And then I had to extort them for calling me crazy. It's just how it works.
Would you be sad if you found out later that he didn't have the money and he was getting it from that girl the whole time to pay you?
Man, low-key, I think she's balling too. That's why he was like, yeah, my wife got me. My future wife got me.
So no, you wouldn't be bad.
Would I be sad? Honestly, till this day, actually not till this day. I'm not that nice. I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah.
I feel like if someone's scummy to you, then they're fair game. That's my feeling.
I don't believe in vengeance, but I believe in justice.
I believe in vengeance.
Yeah.
I don't want, yeah.
I feel like that, like, vengeance is more like taxing to you. Like, for you to be wronged and then you have to sit there and care about it over and over to get them back. Yeah.
That's why I wasn't mad. Like after 2 days days, I wasn't sad. I wasn't mad. I was just like, damn, the audacity of this guy, you know. But then other than that, no, I wasn't mad at him at all. And then whenever I would actually feel bad when he came to give me the payments because he'd be like, Esther, are you home? I'd be like, no, I'm not home, but you could drop. I'd be like, drop it off in the mailbox, you know, and take a picture of it. That was it.
Damn.
It was all in cash too.
No funny business.
No
paper trail.
Yeah, yo, that's so funny.
You see the video of him walking away like.
His clothes are all tattered.
Y'all, but he wrote me a 3-page long note of saying like, dude, it was kind of sad, honestly.
What was the note?
The note? Damn, I wish I brought it so you guys can put it up. But it was honestly really sad.
Exposing his note.
It was like
Someone's gonna recognize the handwriting.
he said that he has like this routine in his life. He was like, all I did in life was go to work, come home, sleep, go to work. And he was just like, I felt like there was no light in my world until you came. And I was like,
Ooh, he's trying to win you back.
no. I was just like, oh,
Why'd you fuck that up then?
That would have worked on me.
No. No, because I mean, even if you're sad, you shouldn't do that. So I was
The
just
guy with a Hyundai Genesis? Are you sure he's sad?
That's living, baby.
yeah, and then he was like, and honestly, I shouldn't have done that. But whenever I hung out with you, I felt really happy, and I let that greed get to me, and I'm sorry. And he wrote like a long ass letter. He was like, I didn't mean you any harm, but I did, and I'm sorry for that. And so he was like pretty genuine about it, from what I am reading.
That's kind of nice.
So he was like,
Man's
I
wanted
will.
2 girlfriends.
No,
Who can blame
he
him?
literally said, I will pay you back every single penny until like I make it right to you. And then I was just like, yeah, he's taking accountability. And
Now that I know your empathy level, I could see that letter actually affecting you.
I would have been like, you con artist, you fucking, or you born a liar, you're still lying in this letter, fuck you. That's how I would be.
low key, the letter was so good. I thought he might have written it to multiple women.
Wow.
It's like that 5th draft.
It's a fifth draft.
This is the
Mine was
third time being extorted
Yeah,
from cheating.
mine was the perfected like
That was the final one.
It's like one of those like my letter to Esther. One of those messages. He has 3 other girlfriends.
Yo, or this is the first time and now he knows how to get out of all of them. If he gets caught, he's like, hey, I'll just give you $8,000.
He has to go find another girlfriend to help him pay off the debts from his last girlfriend.
Yeah.
Help him write another letter.
I mean, that is a pretty elite move. Having a whole other relationship isn't some oopsie thingy. That's like kind of very well crafted.
You had to choose to date somebody.
Huh?
Again.
How long were you guys dating?
We're dating for a month.
Shut the fuck up! You're like, all right, a month? He paid $10K for a month?
Dude, that's nothing but net, dude. You're pulling from half.
You serious? It's really a month?
You have a year of passive income for 1 month.
But did you also not, like, you guys didn't even fuck yet or, like, have sex?
Oh my goodness!
He got no pussy!
Oh my goodness!
Just Kidding News, careful boys, is a brand. Just Kidding News is the man of smart people. The people of Just Kidding News, careful boys, they are very smart. Just Kidding News, the #1 podcast in the world.